Good morning. How you doing, sir?
Morning, man. I'm all right, man. How about yourself?
Oh, it's a beautiful day. I just want to let the crowd, the people that's coming in know we already had a great show. This is part two.
Yeah.
Between you and Marcus having y'all nice little banter. One of these days, I'm gonna be smart enough to just record y'all, and just show it as an outtake. Because I can guarantee that will probably get way more people to the show than what we do. At least as a commercial. How you doing this morning?
Hey, man, I'm here to do this show with you, man. I was on the wake-up list. Let's get it.
Definitely. I'm trying to get it set up in the background. I got LinkedIn over here. Right now, I'm going to set up the YouTube. I got Instagram rolling on one side. Still trying to get it going on both platforms. I got the Sports Talk platform, and I got my platform, but I'm trying to get them to show both. I think I know what I need to do to get it to work that way, but I got to do it's trial and error. It's trial and error. But I'm gonna get them both in there. I just don't know. I just ain't quite figured that part of it out yet. All right. So let's see. What I see? I see San Diego, the Chargers.
Phillip Rivers.
What's the significance of Phillip Rivers this week?
That's who y'all play in the Canton Bowl or that Hall of Fame game.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm representing everything against the Lions.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Let me get to my captions here. Let me fix a few things. It's been a crazy week trying to keep up with everything. Here we go. Bam. So that goes away. Wow, we got the ticker. There we go. All right, we go into our first topic. Our first topic of the week is brought to you by you. When you make your votes on the Sports Talk page weekly, I'll put up the topics.
Man, you get into that, man.
Okay.
I wanted to say condolences to one of our viewers, Kenny. He came down, man. They came down this Thursday. They was here this Thursday. They just left this morning, man. And as he was coming from North Carolina, they received some terrible news. His stepmother passed. So condolences out to his family in this time of sorrow. I hope the Lord wrap his arms around you. Because I know he is an avid viewer, and he participates every Saturday. So they're on their way back to North Carolina, and then they're going to have to return and come back for the funeral of his stepmother. So I just wanted to tell him safe travels and condolences on that, because we love his stuff. That's what we about, love his stuff. We about sports and all that, but sometimes we got to take a back seat to real life, and this is real life because, you got to love on them while they're here, so.
Very true. Thank you for that. Once again, like you said, condolences out to that family, and we pray that everything will be all right. And for safe travels for them going back to where they are and coming back to where we are here in the Detroit area. All right. It is July 12th, 2025. The voters have spoken, and the coach has spoken. The coach is the coach. I think they do it just like they do in the other ones, where the coach of the All-Star game was the previous year's World Series coach, and they have six players from the Detroit Tigers: Tarek Schoober, Gleyber Torres, Riley Green, Javier Baez, Zach McKinstry, and Casey Mize, four of which are starters.
They voted on this?
They voted for four starters.
No, I mean they voted for this to be the topic to start out.
Yes, it is.
Man, I knew I should have came late. I knew it, man. Man, why do you people believe in these people, man? You guys okay? I'm taking the lid off today. All right, so you got six starters. Woo-hoo. You just got rocked last night, 12-2, and you had your ace on the mound. Man, bye, dog. I'm telling you, get out while you can. Trust me, get out. You ever seen that? Did you ever used to watch A Different World?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the episode when Lisa Bonet talked to Wayne and the runner for Miss Hillman?
Oh yeah.
And remember, Ron kept telling him, "Get out while you still can."
Yep.
And he stayed in, and he got blew out. He didn't win. Trust me, man. You're not worried. You're not concerned.
Well, my concern is that can they sustain it? I'm not saying that they're not gonna make the playoffs or not, go as far as they should. Every team goes through their rocky phase. The Tigers have kind of gone through it a little bit, and I was also, when I'm working here in the background, I'm trying to pull up how the Dodgers.
That's supposed to be your ace that you put out there last night. 12-2.
Yeah.
My man did a record on y'all in the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, he was out of the game by then.
That doesn't concern. Okay,
they were down 4-3 going to the bottom of the ninth, and they lost 12.
What I'm trying to say to you, sir, is why is it in these 3-game series y'all can't sweep the whole series?
Well, we're gonna get into that. Let's talk about it. No, seriously, let's talk about that. That was one of the things I want to talk about. Over the last 10, the Tigers are 6-4. They've actually they lost the series to the Nationals 2-1. They swept the Guardians. They beat the series with the Rays, but they have lost 2 in a row. They lost the last game to the Rays, and they lost last night. They lost to the Rays 7-3, and they lost to the Mariners 12-3. They were going into the bottom of the ninth at 4-3 because I got my alert on my phone. I looked up, and it's all nationwide. It was 12-3. Skubal was out of the game by then. The bullpen gave up 8 runs in the bottom of the ninth. He got hit with the loss, but it was a bullpen loss.
Okay, so what's your major concern at trade deadline?
I would like to see him get another bat and another pitcher.
Okay, so you get another bat and another pitcher. That's going to solidify y'all over the top to get it?
Nothing is guaranteed. But I think that would help.
So right now, we going to just say, we'll just pencil it in. Dodgers and Tigers, World Series. Now you go back again. Last time you been there was what, 06? No, it was after that because you lost to the Giants. You was heavily favored against the Cardinals. You was heavily favored against the Giants. You lost both of them series. You think you got them right now today, July 12th, 2025, at 11:10 a.m. You think you got the batting power to match with the Dodgers right now? We're not even going to put pitching in the equation. You have the batting power right now to match with the Dodgers?
Right here today, I'm going to have to say yes. And here's why. Here's why. I'm gonna be straight with you. Here's why. The Dodgers have lost 7 in a row, so they on the skid. The Tigers have lost 2 in a row. So right now, the Dodgers mentality is lower than the Tigers.
And the Dodgers are the defending what?
They're the defending World Series champions.
Okay. And did they add to that?
Yeah, they did.
Did you add to that?
The Tigers, yes.
You added hitting power?
No, they have not. But they've added some players from the minors who's doing pretty well.
From the who?
From their minor leagues. You want to be able to go and pull from your minor leagues. That's the whole idea of having AAA, AA, single A ball. So when you call guys up there, they're ready.
You notice how my eye keep itching, right?
Yeah, I get it. But I understand your point. But that's the whole point about having a farm system. You want to be able to cultivate those players, water them, feed them, fertilize them, and get them ready to move up through the farm system, the AAA, AA, single A, come out of Toledo and come to the show.
So you're going to bring Madell, what's his name? Madu back? You going to bring him up?
He might be there for a while. He might be. He's still in that car in the commercial.
Okay, so, okay. I gave you $1 million to blow. You putting your money still on the Tigers?
You give me $1 million to blow, I ain't putting it on nobody.
No, I'm just saying.
Tigers last
$1 million to bet. Free money. I'm like, here you go. Here was your cash app. I see you $1 million. You still gonna put your money on the Tigers?
If that was the stipulation, Tigers or nobody, I would put it on the Tigers.
Yeah, you are a diehard.
Yeah.
You like that segment when you come up later in the show about the best sports movie. You like my man. You like the coach from Varsity Blues. Yeah. No, man. The concerns are minimum, but they're concerns. And as I'm not even a fan of the Tigers, I'm looking like they might not even make it to the World Series. Because yes, you just swept the Guardians. You beat the Guardians on Saturday Night Baseball. I was like, okay. So they prime time again. You only won 1-0, but okay. The McKinstry did the little steal. Okay. When y'all back is against the wall, y'all seem to handle adversity. But today, I expect y'all to blow them out. Because Seattle already threw the first punch. So I expect y'all to blow them out. And then Sunday's a toss-up game. Why can't you just sweep 3-0? All the series, y'all can't do that. What's the problem?
If you play in 3 games, you win 2 out of 3, you win in the series, and you're maintaining your lead in the American League.
But what I'm saying is sweeping the divisions, right? That would get you ready.
The other day they swept the Guardians.
Right, but I'm saying sweeping the series will get you. It will become forgiven. It will become right. So what I'm saying is
establishing dominance.
What I'm saying, right. So what I'm saying is what happens in the playoffs, because look who knocking at the door. Even though they've been playing sorry, they get my man back, Alex Bregman. Boston been playing.
That's
okay.
Boston 9-1 over the last 10.
Right. So now Boston knocking on the door. You play Boston, then what happens?
Well, that was one of the points I had for the day. The 2 teams that are playing very, very well right now are the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. They both are 9-1 over their last 10. They're playing the best in baseball right now. And the other question is, will the Tigers make a move by the deadline? I think the Tigers and the Lions pretty much are on the same track. We like who we like. We like who we got. We're doing well with them. No need to make a change.
I think you might need. I would listen to offers for Skeen out of Pittsburgh. I would also listen to offers for the reliever Chapman from Boston. I would also listen to offers for. It's a whole lot of stuff you could throw out there, because you're gonna have to give up something out that farm system.
Yeah, but that was the point. They were saying Pittsburgh has contacted Detroit about Skeen, but they want too much. They're asking for way too much.
Well, sometimes you got to go all in. It's now or never, right?
I agree. Is it because you only got so much of a window? Because they're already saying that Scoop was not going to resign because he wants a 10-year contract, and the Tigers are not going to do that after what happened with Javi Baez.
But see, Nick, you talking about two different. But now not really, because you did it with Verlander and you did it with my man, the other guy. What's his name? I want to say Smokes, but that ain't it. What's the other guy name? Verlander and
the guy who's making the money, who's getting his July 1st check. Yeah, I know you're talking about. We talked about him last week.
No, not Barry, but not Bobby Bonilla.
He's a part of Bobby Bonilla Day. He's one of the people who gets a check like Bobby Bonilla.
Yeah,
Matt Scherzer.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah, you did it with Max Scherzer. You did it with Price. When you got Price from Toronto, you did it with Price.
Yeah, but that was also a different, same family, different administration.
Dad is deceased now. Yeah, absolutely.
Different administration. If this administration and the family says, I'm not doing that. Dad might have done it. I get it. We love him, but no. And at the end of the day, it doesn't make business sense to them.
Okay.
So they're gonna, they got Scuba for 2 more years. Scuba might sign. It makes sense to sign 3 to 5 as opposed to 7 to 9. Businesses, because in baseball, all those contracts are guaranteed. You gave all that money to Baez.
It depends on how far. It depends on how far y'all keep going. Last year, y'all lost in what? The ALDS? Y'all lost to the Guardians. So if this year it repeats the same cycle, he might not sign. He might be like, this is as far as I can go with them.
Well, then if anything, he would, if once his contract run out, there's two teams he's gonna look at. The two teams are gonna be the Yankees and the Dodgers. Because that's the only other two teams he can look to in terms of that's going to go all in anytime they when it comes to winning.
Yeah, but then because the Dodgers have just cut Kershaw, and then O'Shea,
Kershaw's contract is going to run out soon. He's
right. That's what I'm saying. They'll just release him. They're gonna release him anyway after this year. He on IL too much, man. Back in his day, yes, I got the jersey. I was a fan. I'm still a fan. Yeah, him and Pretty Boy went to same high school together. Matt Stafford. So
yep.
Yeah, I get
over in Highland Park, Texas, which is basically downtown Dallas, high rent district.
At the end of the day, it's like the song Janet Jackson said, "What have you done for me lately?" And lately, he's been on the IL.
Yeah, definitely. We want to say good morning to Kenneth Hobby, Greg Brown, Kenneth Williams. Thank you guys for your contributions. Good morning to you, Kenneth. Let's see here. Kenneth said when they might not make it. Greg says nobody sweeps all series. We win 2 or 3, you will win the World Series. Kenneth Williams says if the Tigers give up all those people in the trade, will they be guaranteed to go to the series? I think that it would be worth it then. At the end of the day, nothing's guaranteed. You're going to have to take the risk. The question is, what risk are you taking? Are you going to risk staying pat with what you have now? Or are you going to take a risk of trading for schemes or somebody, or some players that help make your team better? So what risk are you going to take? It's a risk to get up in the morning, to get out of bed, to walk to the bathroom. It's a risk to go to the grocery store in the morning.
Yes, God. That's a risk to turn on the hot water and don't nothing come out.
You're right. It's a risk. Did you risk not paying that bill? Which bill do you want to pay?
He had to put his head in the toilet to get that stuff out of his head. Yeah, I tell you, I got it all up here, son. Hey, come on, shorty, man. Come on, man. This stuff is burning, man. It's burning. Yeah. Yeah, I had nothing to say to that one, dude.
You caught me off guard with that one. You caught me off guard. All red.
Come on, man. It's burning, man. You tried to get something out the water bottle, nothing.
Kershaw, he said Kershaw's retiring. Yeah, Kershaw will probably retire after the season. He's made his money. He's got his Cy Youngs. He's got his World Series championships. So this might be his swan song. It might be his swan song. All right. So once again, the Tigers have 6 people in the All-Star game, 4 of which are starters, 2 are backing up. Scuba will probably be the starter. That's why he started last night, and so then he'll be eligible for Tuesday. He'll probably go 1 inning Tuesday night, and then he'll be ready to go back again Friday night here in Texas when they come to play the Rangers Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'll be at least, we say,
at the shed.
At the shed. At Globe Life Field. I know somebody gonna get mad at me and send me a note and say cease and desist, call it the shed. It looked like a shed, but it's beautiful on the inside.
Who's the manager for who's the manager for that All-Star team? The American League.
Let's look it up real quick.
Oh, they didn't send my man. They didn't send the Tigers skipper.
I'm looking at it right now. I always thought it was whoever was the Aaron Boone and Dave Roberts. Yep, I was right. Whoever the managers are the managers from the World Series from the previous year.
Boy, the Yankees just keep getting in there, boy.
Yeah. But you got to remember, last year at this time, the Yankees were playing like the Tigers are. Mostly up, a little down. They went through their nice little swoon. They got it together for the playoffs when they went to the World Series, where people were really worried at some point that they weren't even going to make the playoffs. So you got to look at it like that too. I can't say trading could put them in a situation of dumping money for no results. That's true. You are true. But at the end of the day, what risk do you want to take? You got to take a risk one way or another. It's going to have to be a risk. You got to do something. Okay, you're doing great where you are, but where do you want to move forward?
Cut everybody.
All right, we got the Tigers, Dodgers, Cubs, Astros, Blue Jays, and Phillies. The Blue Jays have moved up into the top 5 after not being so over the first part of the year. Like I said before, the Blue Jays and the Red Sox are the hottest teams in baseball right now, and winning 9 of their last 10. And so we closing out this weekend All-Star game, the Home Run Derby. Home Run Derby is Monday. Let's see who's in there.
Ronald Acu Jr.
All right, so let me pull that up real quickly. We got, let's see. Let's see who is in. Let's see. All right. Let's see if I can pick these names up real quick at this picture. Jazz Chisholm. See, I wasn't quite prepared for this, so please forgive me, y'all. Who was in the Home Run Derby? All right. Cal Raleigh, the guy who hit the home run last night, hit the grand slam. James Wood, Byron Buxton, O'Neal Cruz, Junior Caminero, Brent Rooker, Jazz Chisholm Jr., and Matt Olson. Those are the people who will be in the Home Run Derby. Right now, I put my money on Cal Raleigh. Say it again.
I said, Ronald, the dude from Atlanta, he dropped out.
He's not in it, no.
Oh, he dropped out. Okay, he was in it.
Matt Olson is replacing Ronald Acuna Jr.
That's what I thought. Yeah, he dropped. Yeah, he had to drop out. Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
so I'm putting my money on Cal Raleigh. Put my money. If he can put that grand slam on the Tigers last night, he better win the Home Run Derby. That's what I say.
Yeah, I agree. That would be the dark horse. Yep.
All right. Thank you for thanks for tuning in, everybody. We on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, where we at, Facebook, and Instagram. Right now, we running live on Instagram, and I want to thank Rena for joining over there, and my dear sister Kyra. Thank you so much for joining us over there. If you guys have any comments, put it in there. It'll show up on our side so we can make sure we are keeping up with what everybody's saying and talking about. And let's see here. Don't forget, click like, click share, join the Facebook group, join our group on YouTube, and let us know that you are with us. And because what's our goal? To be this generation's Soul Train every Saturday. Just like back in the 70s and 80s, you turn on Soul Train. You want to come see we're not dancing, but we sure got some good topics to talk about. Don't forget, Gratefulness Journey every day. We just finished Prime Days. It's still not too late to go ahead and get this book. By who? Mr. Marcus Holmes. Let me put the QR code up right quick so you can just go ahead and order this book. Bam. You want to get this book right here. Gratefulness Journey every day by Mr. Marcus Holmes. Let me lean in real quick and tell you about this young man. He is an HR guru. Mr. Marcus Holmes on TikTok. Pull his name up. Marcus Holmes. And what he going to do, he's going to show you how to answer those star questions. He's going to show you how to set up your resume. He's going to show you how to take care of all things in terms of trying to get the job, keep your job, or get a better job within your organization. How to negotiate your salary, how to negotiate your insurance, and what to say and at the right time when it's supposed to be said. Check out that young man. All right, everybody. We're moving forward. We're going to women's sports, WNBA. Remember, this segment is T. Clock it. Segment is T. Clock it. I'm sorry. That's just funny to me. That's just funny to me. Please forgive me. I'm trying to make sure we let the ladies know we are with them and that we support them. But it may come off a little crazy, which is true, but that's still funny. All right. Last night, the Connecticut lost to Seattle 79-65. And in that game, Miss Tina Charles scored her 8,000th point. She scored actually 20 points in the loss in that game. She's been in the league for 15 years out there playing and still out playing them youngins. They can't keep up with her, putting up 20 points. Let's see who else last night. We had Atlanta and Indiana. Indiana won 99-82 with the floor general back, Caitlin Clark. Indiana is playing very, very well. They saying they are a dark horse to win the league this year. Today we got Minnesota, Chicago, Golden State, and Las Vegas. Sunday we got a full slate of Dallas and Indiana, Atlanta and New York, Connecticut and Los Angeles, and Washington at Seattle. In the league standings, we got the Lynx at 18-3, looking beautiful at the top. Phoenix Mercury 14-6, Liberty 13-6, Seattle Storm 13-8. That's my team to win it. Atlanta Dream 12-8, Golden State at 10-9, Fever 10-10, Mystics at 10-10, Aces at 9-11, Chicago Sky 6-13, the Sparks at 6-14, the Dallas Wings at 6-15. They still need to fire their coach. And the Connecticut Sun at 3-17. Your team, the Liberty, is above the team that you said the Liberty's going to win. I said the Storm. We're going to keep an eye on that. 13-6 for the Liberty, 13-8 for the Storm. With the way the Lynx is playing right now, you never know what's going to happen. You never know. You never know. But it's good to have that competition, have that great competition out there. So congratulations again to Tina Charles out there doing well. Over 8,000 points. The only other person who's ever done it is the great Diana Taurasi. The great Diana Taurasi. And so she just retired. But Tina Charles is still out there playing, and she's playing at a high level. She looks like she's not going to retire anytime soon. And the Summer Camp Series is going to be on Wednesdays. Atlanta, Chicago with an early game. Phoenix and Minnesota with an early game. And Golden State and Seattle. All right. You've been keeping up with the league a little bit there, so seen any of the games?
I've been catching a few of them there.
I was able to turn on Ion Friday night a little bit, and I got to see some of the Seattle game last night. Seattle, Connecticut. I don't keep want to call them UConn, but it's just plain old Connecticut.
Right.
One thing I can say about them, they got some nice uniforms. The WNBA got some nice uniforms. Kenneth said, wasn't there talk about bringing Detroit? Yes, that's going to happen. They'll be back in 2029. It's official. There's the three teams. There's Cleveland, Philadelphia, and Detroit. And those teams will be back. Cleveland's next year, I want to say. The Rockers will be back next year. And Philadelphia will be back in 2030. We'll be in 2030. They don't have a team name yet, but they'll be a brand new franchise. The Cleveland were the Rockers back in the day, and that's why the Guardians couldn't be the Rockers because they're bringing back the Rockers, and Philadelphia has to come up with a name. Thank you for Kenneth for that, for helping us bring that back to the forefront. So we know that they're coming. That's 45 more teams. No, that's 36 more players in the league that'll be able to play and make money, and they won't have to retire or go play overseas, or can still play overseas and supplement the income, either playing overseas or playing in the WNBA, because the money's there. The advertising is coming in. Caitlin Clark is spearheading that, and not because she's talking to the people, but because everybody want to come see her. Whenever you come to town, whenever her team come to town, they don't play in a small venue. They got to find the biggest venue in town for them, because she's selling them out everywhere. Everybody coming to see Caitlin Clark, even if she's not playing that day. If she injured, they still coming to see her. So
Right.
You got to give kudos to Caitlin Clark. And one thing I will say about Caitlin Clark, she knows she the it girl in the league. She started a lot of them fights that happened around her. She didn't start it. It may not be on that play, but the play before that, she didn't say something. She didn't elbowed, and then that retaliation come back. And everybody looking like, see what happened? They just don't like her. It's like, no, she started that. You just got to keep going back and a few more plays. You're gonna see what she done did. Because she's smart about it. It's not what you do. It's always the retaliation that gets caught, and you learn that as a sports player when you play sports. Ever since I was little league, my coach said, "Hey, referee don't see who throw the first punch. They always see who throw the second punch. So be smart out there." All right, moving on to the NBA. Oh, we moving on pretty quickly today. Let's see, is that right? Yeah, we're moving on with NBA offseason. In the offseason, we got some folks making some money. We got, let's see here. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander signed a $285 million Supermax extension. Now, this is Thunder 3. They signed their big three. The big money, $287 million rookie extension for Jalen Williams. Chet Holmgren, $250 million rookie max extension. So let's see, how much is that? So that's about let's see, 285. Okay, hold on. Alexa, what's 285 plus 287 plus 250? Did she hear?
The sum of 285, 287, and 250 is 822.
822 million in extensions just alone for the Thunder.
Man,
wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy that you had a big three that couldn't even win it. And then these guys, they not even the mega stars like you had, and they won it. That's crazy, man. And that starting five was all right. The only difference was Kendrick Perkins was trash, but the other four pieces was straight.
Yeah. But you got to look at it's a different league though. You going up against a lot stronger talent.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, you had a couple mental Melvins on that team who couldn't get out of their own way because they were too busy worried about themselves as opposed to making that extra pass for that layup.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who's the middle Melvins. Let's just say only one out of that big three that they had before. Only one of them got a ring, and the other two got a bunch of stats.
Yeah.
So,
but then but you went to the team you couldn't beat to get down. That's the only thing the blemish on Durant. Like you don't go to the team you couldn't beat, man. You don't do that, man. But
at least he was smart enough to know if you can't beat him, join him.
Yeah, but he should still be there. Like for real, he really should still be there. If they were smart, I would have
even there now.
Huh?
Out of that big three, none of them are even there.
Yeah, but I'm saying if he would have stayed, that I don't think Clay would have left. You should have shipped Draymond. That team was still, man. That team was.
He should have stayed in Golden State. That's
man. All you had to do, but I guess, like I say, Durant's not that type of player. He does wear his heart on his sleeve sometimes. But he would have, at that time, Bob Myers, they already gave him the world. I'd have been like, man, look, either he go or I go. It would have been breaking news. the Golden State Warriors are released because you wouldn't have needed him. He opened up so much. Clay got his shots. Steph got his shots and more. And Durant got whatever he wanted to do.
So you see that they wouldn't have needed Draymond?
Heck no. Nope.
I see that a little differently. I think they would have told Draymond to shut the bleep up, talking all that junk, and do what you do on the court like you're supposed to, because he's the one who did the dirty work for them to get those shots.
No.
Kevin, I would put them both in the room and be like my daddy used to do, make them hold hands and look each other in the eye.
When Kevin Durant came to Golden State, you see how wide open they was?
Yeah.
No shot was contested. None.
I agree. But you still need somebody to do the dirty work. No matter what team you got to have somebody doing the dirty work.
You still had Iguodala. Even though he was going down, you still had Sean Livingston. Even though he was going down. Okay, when you add the big three, like Dennis Rodman, Jordan, and Scottie Pippen, and then you added Kukoc and Ron Harper, right? Okay. Same thing.
Dirty work?
Huh?
Who did the dirty work?
Dennis just got in your head, but you had nobody to mess with the GOAT.
That was the whole reason for him to come there. That's why Jordan wanted him there. He can get the rebounds. He can do the dirty work. He can do the stuff that they did to them, to the other teams, so we can open it up for everybody else. That's the same thing I'm saying about Draymond.
But offensively, Dennis wasn't that piece like Durant was. Durant gonna give you 30.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Draymond gonna go get the 15 rebounds. He gonna get 5 fouls in a tech. And he gonna do the stuff that he gonna take all that heat on his back so they can go out and score. So Clay can go score. So Durant can go score. So Steph can be Steph. He can hit half quarters in the fourth quarter just for fun. So you gotta have somebody that's gonna stir the drink. You gotta have a straw that stirs the drink.
Yeah, but sometimes that straw get bent, and you have to replace the straw. He should have been gone, man. He a problem, man. He a head case. He worse than Rasheed. And I thought I'd never see nobody worse than Rasheed. He worse than Rasheed Wallace, man.
My favorite Rasheed Tech.
Oh, when he stared at him against the Lakers, yeah.
He ain't said not one word. He just stared at him. I'm not taking that from you today. That's my favorite Tech of all time. But hey, you got to have a guy that's willing to do that. You got to have a guy that's willing to do that. And I'm worried about. I'm not gonna lie. I've been saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm worried that Chet gonna break himself in half. That he need to find some way to get that muscle on him to do something. He looked like he gonna walk and break in half. He looked like that man from the movie that Mr. Glass. You remember that movie?
No.
What is his name? Snakes on the Plane, cussing guy. He played Mr. Glass. And
Wait, was Samuel Jackson?
Samuel Jackson played Mr. Glass, and the guy from he was the guy who's Unbreakable. I think that was the name of the movie. Where he couldn't, no matter what he was in a train accident, and he walked away from it. And but he was, so the opposite guy was Samuel Jackson's character, Mr. Glass. He would break his feet walking down some steps. He would break his wrist, holding on to a rail. To me, that's Chet Holmgren. He looked like any second now somebody gonna box him out and gonna break his hip.
Possible.
And that scares me about him. So that would be my reason I didn't want to pay him all that money. But hey, at the end, you can't even say, are they worth it? To me, at this point, it's the cost of doing business. Right. Back in the day, you would question that all day long. Are they worth it? It's the cost of doing business. Speaking of the cost of doing business, Paolo Banchero, one of my favorites, 25-year, 2039 rookie max extension. Devin Booker, 2 years, 145. 2 years, 145. Now, of those two, people will say, is it worth it for Booker? To me, I'm going to go back to my last statement. It's the cost of doing business. You got to pay him, because right now, you just lost Durant. Durant going to Houston. They were talking about trading him to the Pistons. They were talking about trading Bruce Willis. Thank you, Kenneth. Bruce Willis. They were talking about trading Devin Booker originally to the Pistons. They were, they were being, okay, you from Michigan? Okay, we'll go home then. You want to give Michigan State shoes? Seriously, that was the real talk. They were like, okay, if that's the case, well, we'll find a way to get you home if you want to go home so bad. But now you need him. You got to pay him. But you're also looking at a Michigan State guy who's the owner, and Matt Ishbia, keeping the Michigan guy because he's from the west side of the state. I forget what city, but I know he's from the west side of Michigan, even though he went to Kentucky. So, hey, we're going to keep you around here. We're going to put this money in your pocket, and we're going to bring in Mateen Cleaves as the developer player development. Did you see that?
That's right there. That's a pure example of it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Mm-hmm. I saw that now when you got to be kidding me. He's the player development coach.
He couldn't even shoot, but he's the development coach. Yeah, okay.
Well, in his defense, when he was on the Pistons that one year, the next year he went to the G League. He went down to the G League and was killing him. He was averaging 30.
Yeah, when you playing Terry Fair's cousin, Jack Fair, and everybody else, yeah, of course you're gonna average 30.
He playing against No Fair.
Yeah, of course you're gonna average 30 when you in the UAW league. Yeah, you playing Chrysler, JNAP, Jefferson North Assembly Plant. Of course you're gonna average 30. I remember one year, true story. I can't make this up. I'm not that good. We played Summer League. Anderson Hunt was in it. God, this was when Kwame was still the mayor. His nephew had a team. So it was Anderson Hunt that played for UNLV, was Jalen Rose in Southwest. Their team won the whole thing. But to make a long story longer, one of the guys was from the N1 circuit. He played.
Right.
This dude was trash. The guy, I was like, he was on the what? It was like, that's all you kept hearing. So when we finally got to play him, I'm going up and down the court. I'm like, you played with Skip to my Lou now? I don't even remember you in the videos, blood. Like, who is this guy?
He played with Escalade.
Yeah, rest in peace. But no, I didn't even. I was like, I've never seen this guy. Because the N1 circuit became big. Like when they came down to Kobo, they shut Kobo down.
Yeah,
it used to be a line to get in there to see. I was like, I don't remember this cat. Man, like, stop, man. It's just I never understood that. Like, people got pub off of. Like one time we had a basketball tournament down at Belle Isle, and Willie Mitchell nephew was there. He had on the UAB stuff, and it was like everybody was out there like they was scared of this guy. I'm like, man, he trash. You're going off the name because your cousin is Willie Mitchell. You're not Willie Mitchell.
Right.
Play ball, man. Lock him up. Let's go.
Yep. Earn your name. Earn your keep. All right, as we close out the NBA Summer League, NBA segment, we got Summer League action. We have Vegas, San Antonio, Toronto, Portland, Phoenix, Detroit, Boston, Oklahoma City, Atlanta, Indiana, Charlotte, Milwaukee, LA, Minnesota, Sacramento, and Dallas, all 1-0. Cavaliers, Denver, Lakers. Uh-oh. We got to plug in my computer real quick. It's acting up. Hold on.
That Bronny James effect. He tried to shoot the game winner and missed, like his daddy.
My bad. Let's see here. Los Angeles, Miami, New Orleans, Orlando, Utah, Houston, Brooklyn, Memphis, New York, Wizards, Golden State, Chicago, and Philly. They all 0-1. In the Utah League, you got Utah, Memphis, Oklahoma City, and Philly. Utah 3-0, Grizzlies, and Oklahoma and Philly all 1-2. In the Cactus League, the California Classic, we got Lakers, Miami Heat, San Antonio Spurs, Golden State Warriors, Lakers and Heat 2-1, Spurs and Warriors are 1-2. So you got teams playing in multiple leagues, and you want to just get these guys an opportunity to get out and play, get some time out on the court. That's a good way to do so. You can also put two teams together if you want to. There's no rules. It's the Summer League. You get to wear the JV jerseys. The ones that I talk about that every year. You get to wear the JV jerseys. They kind of sweet, but they're not quite as good as the regular season league.
Yeah, you can reverse them.
They pennies. You wear them like pennies. So in the middle of the game,
we used to do that all the time.
At halftime.
So it got so bad one year. I guess cats couldn't wash their jersey, so we stayed black the majority of the season because the white, they had sweated so bad and couldn't get the stain up. Yeah, stop buying your jerseys at Kroger and Myers.
Yeah, my players used to get mad at me like, give me them jerseys, man. I'm gonna wash them all together. Why can't we wash our own jerseys so you can forget it at home? Nah, and I never get that joker back. Nah, give me them jerseys.
Turn around and it's pink now. But you don't know how to wash. Absolutely.
That's right. If I mess them up, I gotta pay for them. If you mess it up, it's gonna cost me. I'm gonna have to pay for it and try and get my money back from you. Nah, give me them jerseys. I just take them jokes to the laundromat and hang them up on hangers in the office.
I remember those days.
Like,
man, when the last time you washed that jersey? Why? Because you stink. You didn't even play. How you stinking? You didn't even play.
I was wearing it around the school all day, Coach. I know we had to wear shirt and tie, but I wore my jersey over the top of it.
Right, we call that aroma BUM.
That's called I know I ain't gonna play tonight, but I'm gonna tell these girls I am.
You got that cologne. You got the new cologne on. Daylight Toilet.
All right. Moving forward, in miscellaneous news, we have the Wimbledon final today. Amanda Anisimova versus Iga Swiatek. That game is going on right now in Wimbledon, and we're as Americans, we're hoping that Miss Anisimova win this championship. So good luck to those ladies today. And also, in miscellaneous sports news, Donovan Mitchell and singer Coco Jones are now engaged. Of course, I got to ask, do they need a prenup?
Who is Coco Jones?
She's a singer.
Never heard of her.
I vaguely heard of her. Let's see if we can Cole.
Well, maybe you might want to get a prenup before you make her next album. Yes. I just, man, look, when it comes to stuff like that, matters of the heart, and like the Travis Hunter and then Donovan Mitchell, and then you got my man talking about her BBL smell like garbage juice and all that. It's just, look, man, this is what's so funny though. You never complained when you was with her. Then she came back and said his manhood was like this, but you didn't complain when you was with her.
You talking about Cardi B?
Man, Cardi B said his manhood wasn't what she thought it was. My thing is this. This is all I'm saying.
You saying that when she was in that castle.
You wasn't saying this when you were dating me. You wasn't saying this when you were kissing me. You wasn't saying this when you had him all posted on your IG. So why say it now? That's the thing. The thing about relationships is a breakup is never going to be happy, right? But at that same token, I couldn't take the smell no more. You knew when you first smelled it. If it smelled like garbage, you should have been like, okay, you know what? We could just be friends. I catch you when I catch you. I see you when I see you. It wasn't that bad. And I'm sure you probably had some type of relations with her, right? So you went past the smell then. Come on, man. What are we doing? If it smelled like a duck and it looked like a duck, what is it? Your prom date. Your prom date. Stop it.
I know we was gonna go there, but here we are.
Be honest, man. Yeah, in my 50 years on this earth, yes, I have had exes that I'm sure they said bad things about me once it's over. I have said the same thing, but at the same time, I still used to look and be like, I never knew her ears looked like that. Man, she got a dead tooth in her mouth. She only chew on this side after 9 o'clock.
Why 9 o'clock?
You don't feed a gremlin after 12, right?
Oh my God.
Hey man, it's all on. Hey, it's 11:48. Let's get it. I'm just saying, certain things you didn't pay attention to, but you paid attention to, but it wasn't really a slight. Like I noticed her pinky, she really don't have a toenail on her pinky though, but she do get her feet done. Oh, okay.
I've known a couple of young ladies who did not have a nail on the pinky toe, but they still put the polish on it.
Or here's one that's a really one. When I talk to her and she get the little foam on each one of her corners, oh, that's a milkshake. Oh, that's a dead giveaway.
You got me thinking.
That one right there, that right there would destroy a home. That's a dead giveaway. If I can't talk to you and then you got like, look, man, good night, Irene. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll talk to you tomorrow. It's a dead giveaway.
Woo. Lord.
I'm just saying, she only chew on that side after 9.
You gotta love it. Gotta love it. The stuff we get to talk about on this show, boy.
I never noticed she had a mole right here.
I'm definitely, Marcus, if you listen to this, you watching, I'm gonna find out how to chop this up so we can make sure we send this segment out. That's gonna be our preview for next week.
No, because they sent all of your complaints to Kamau Williams, care of the shed.
That's all right.
That's where he'll be.
I will be making a trip down there next week. I don't know if it's gonna be Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, but because by the time my next show here, I could have a report, but I will be going down there next week. I'm gonna probably take a couple of the children and the family with me. We're gonna see if I feel like spending money on them. All right, y'all. It's about that time. We're at that best part of the show where it's time for us to get into what? Time to get into stupid sports news. All right, we don't have a lot of stupid sports news, but what I got is real strong. Jake Retzlaff, you know that name?
Never heard of him.
Jake Retzlaff is the former quarterback for BYU, Brigham Young University. What is his significance? The significance of Mr. Retzlaff is that he is leaving the team because he's facing a 7-game suspension for having relations with a woman.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
he allegedly was set up by University of Utah to have relations with a young lady, knowing that as a Mormon, it is a part of their faith to be abstinent until marriage. They have this thing called soaking. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Look it up. They have this thing called soaking, where they are technically not having relations, even though they're having relations. It involves
that doesn't even make sense.
Look it up. It involves a third party, even though the third party is technically not involved, but they in the room. Just look it up.
What time is it?
just look it up. Mr. Retzlaff is leaving the team. He's going to play for another school, so he don't have to face.
Let me get this straight. I'm on the football team. I'm the starting quarterback. I have a girlfriend that dresses all types of things and wears all types of outfits and everything. We walk around campus holding hands like Billy Idol and whoever. And then you mean to tell me I'm supposed to lay next to her every night and say, see you in the morning and don't do nothing?
But they would say you shouldn't even be holding hands. You shouldn't even be, y'all can be girlfriend and boyfriend, but y'all shouldn't be that close together. And you shouldn't be in the same bed with her at all. You walk her to her dorm room, kiss her hand goodnight, and walk away.
And you say this is BYU?
In Utah, where they have the Mormons, that's a part of the
BYU, the Cougars?
Say it again.
BYU University?
Yes.
They need to change that from Brigham Young to bring your own undies.
Okay.
Yeah, well, did I say something wrong?
Once again,
LaVelle Edwards. If LaVelle Edwards, you mean the great former coach? LaVelle Edwards? You mean to tell me? No, there's no way. There's no way. They wouldn't even sit in my living room. They mean to tell me, well, how you gonna recruit me? It got to be females involved. You telling me? Nah, well, like I said, bring your own undies.
BYU is good because they have a system. They bring you in as a freshman and a sophomore. Your junior and senior year, you go on retreat. You come back as a grown man 4 years later. Still have your eligibility, 2 years left. That's how BYU stays good. They send them kids away on retreat, on their religious retreat. They send them around the country and around the world. They train, and they bring them back to play. This is not allegedly. This is what they do.
Nah, I'm good.
And that's how, and because for years BYU would beat teams because you literally playing against grown men. You got 18, 19, 20-year-olds playing against 23, 24, 25-year-olds who still legally had their eligibility because they went away to play. They went away on their religious retreats for 2 to 3 years, 2, 3, 4 years. And it was legal. It is legal, I should say. Okay. BYU was always strong in the Mountain West for all those years. But now they're losing their grip to Utah. Why? University of Utah. Utah has a lot of the Asia Pacific players up there, and they up there playing their behinds off. And they coming in just strong from their family. I'm not trying to be racially insensitive, but them some big boys. That's just what it is. That's what it is.
Wow.
That's what it is. So good luck to that young man, Mr. Resliff, who had to leave because he fell to the power of the flesh. Allegedly, University of Utah sent some girls after him, then reported him, and so it was set up as it was spoke as if it was a SA. You can't say it because they'll kick you off. SA or R-E. R-E. So I'll let y'all fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks for that. All right. As we come to the end of the show, we still got one quick question. One quick question for you. Bam. All right. This week's question for Better Sports Movie. Which one is better, Varsity Blues or Friday Night Lights?
You know what? Friday Night Lights was the typical African-American downfall movie, where what I mean by that is, can we have one movie involving an African-American athlete that actually makes it out? You got The Program, right? He couldn't read, but he could play, right? Okay. Boobie Miles, he hurt his league. It was all over. Can we have one football movie where the dude actually makes it to the NFL and actually makes a living and actually goes on to better his career? Can we have one? We have never, even Rudy, he went on and his brothers came to Notre Dame. Can we just have one movie where the African, even he got game?
Varsity Blues. Oh, what's his name character? Didn't he go to the league? The running back?
Who?
Varsity Blues. That's what I'm saying. Varsity Blues versus
He
Friday
ain't
Night
go to that, right? He went to Grambling. His mom did his recruiting. He just went out. He moved out of West Cayman, Texas. That's all he did. His mom did his recruiting. But it was racially biased, right? Because every time they got down to the 1 yard line, my man called a sweep for Lance Harbor. You didn't even run Wendell. Wendell was the running back. You didn't even run your running back. Then it took for them to get rid of Kilmer, for them to go, okay, we're going to go 5 wide. They stole Mississippi State's offense, right? And now we're going to go 5 wide. I'm just saying, can we have one movie where Friday Night Lights, Booby Miles was exceptional. She even said it in the movie. She said the N-word. Why don't you play that both ways? Wow, really? Can we have just one movie where the African-American male that's so superior, so good? Okay, everybody's all-American. You ever seen that? With Randy Quaid? Dennis Quaid, I mean.
You talking about with Robert Williams?
Goodman and all them?
With Robert Williams?
No, John Goodman and all them. It's called Everybody's All-American. It's called The Gray Ghost. My man was called The Gray Ghost. He ended up going to play for the Redskins. He was a all-world running back at LSU. So what they did was John Goodman took him down south at a part of Louisiana. He ran against this African-American guy. My man was cold, but he beat my man in a race, right? He was like, dog, like you should try to put a word in for Blue. That was his name in the movie. You should put a word in for Blue. My man ended up leaving LSU. He went to #1 pick to the Redskins. What I'm saying is, can we have one movie where the African-American male makes it?
Well,
if you look at every movie, sports-wise, who makes it? It's always a downfall. The program, like I said, he couldn't read. Omar Epps was held back a year. And I remember he told Halle Berry, well, what you don't want to talk to me? I know I'm a little older, but I got held back in the 8th grade. Why can't we have that one movie where they succeed?
I'll think about the program. Okay.
The program. That was a good movie. But what happened when Alvin Mack got hurt? And they sent him back home. He couldn't read. He promised his mom, when I turn pro, I'm going to buy you a house and all. Come on, man. Can we get one movie where the guy actually makes it?
Well, that's gonna be our job. When we get sponsors, when we start getting monetized, we gonna write a movie where we're gonna write a football movie where the guy we're gonna find a story out there where the guy actually overcomes and goes to the league. We can do the Warwick Dunn story. How about that?
But the Warwick Dunn story that didn't happen till he was in college. When his mom got killed and she was a police officer, he took the brothers and sisters and he went to Florida State.
Yes, that's the point.
Story, the difference between that story and that story, that happened to his mom. I'm talking about him, the individual. That didn't happen to him. He didn't get shot. His mom got killed. I'm saying the individual that actually plays that part. Can we get
we're gonna find a story. We're gonna find a story.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But to go back to answer the initial question,
we're gonna have a cameo.
I would say, I don't know. I'll probably say Friday night, Varsity Blues, because everybody overcame whatever obstacle they had. Billy Bob overcame his obstacle, right? My man went on to Brown with a full scholarship. My man Wendell got his scholarship to Grambling. They all got out of West Cayman. That was the whole point, right? To get out of West Cayman. So, but if you really look at the movie, the coach was trash.
Coach was crazy.
Man was trash. The dude had 2 state titles and 22 district championships. That's horrible.
No, that's Texas.
That's horrible.
There's a whole lot of coaches in Texas down here like that. And they make more money than the teachers. And they don't even really teach a class.
That's
I can talk about that.
You want to know why that's horrible? Let me tell you why that's horrible. That means you're top in the district. As soon as you step out the district, you get your head handed to you.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It happens a lot down here in Texas.
So you're only good in the district. But once you leave the district, you can't do nothing?
Yeah. You 12 and on your regular season, get to the playoffs and get swamped. Happen all the time. Happens all the time.
And that's acceptable?
It's a couple teams down in the Houston area that happen to them every year.
Man, that's horrible.
No, seriously,
He was like,
undefeated.
I have
Get to the
2 state championships.
Get to the game before the state championship or the state championship, and get whooped like somebody stole them. Like they stole something off their team bus.
State championships and 22 district titles, and with your help, I'll have 23. Tonight we play Bangville. Tonight we beat Bangville. I say this guy's hilarious. You know how quick he would have got fired in the PSL?
That's Texas. And he still make more money than every teacher in that building and half the people in that city.
And y'all cool with, but that's what I'm saying. That's acceptable to have 2 state championships and 23. Man, no, that doesn't pass. That's like
look how much money they put in these stadiums. They put more money in the stadium than most colleges. A regular school district who goes 6-6 got a $20 million stadium that looks better than Wayne State.
That's crazy.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Big cities like Fort Worth and Dallas, they have satellite places. They have like 2 or 3 stadiums where the schools come to and play. Huge stadiums, bigger than most colleges. Turf field.
That's terrible.
A state-of-the-art build boards where you can literally show the game on the board while you watching it on the field. They in the stands, they interviewing people. It's on the board, just like at a regular, like you go to a professional game, and the team is 5-7. That's the truth. Anybody down here with if they were to come in right now, they'd be like, "Yep, you ain't lying." All right, one more question for movies. We got Space Jam and Like Mike. Which one is better?
You can't go against the GOAT, man. Mike. Space Jam.
Okay, Like Mike 1 or Like Mike 2?
Like Mike 1 would be the best because at the end he rescued my man and adopted him. Yeah.
Last one. Like Mike 2 versus what was the first one I said? Like Mike 2 versus Space Jam 2 versus Like Mike. Space Jam 2 versus Like Mike.
Space Jam. You can't go against the GOAT.
Space Jam 2. Space Jam 2.
Space Jam. Oh, so with LeBron? No, Space Jam, man. So you said Space Jam versus Space Jam 2?
Oh, we already know the answer to that one. That's Space Jam 1.
Or you saying Space Jam versus Like Mike 2?
Space Jam 2 versus Like Mike.
Like Mike.
You know it was Like Mike 2. It was 2 Like Mikes.
Yeah, I didn't see Like Mike 2.
I got through a part of it, and I was like, okay, I can't do this.
They actually made a sequel to that.
Yes. The first one was good.
Yeah, the first one was excellent.
But that second one,
Wow.
Yeah. All right. All right, everybody. We will be back next week, July 19th. Same bat time, same bat channel. Don't forget to Tuesday nights. Love and Stuff, the original, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central on all these same channels. Don't forget, during the day on Tuesday, Dr. V, the good Reverend Dr. Valencia Adner with V Encourage, VEE Encourage. Look that up on YouTube. That's usually on Tuesday afternoons or Wednesday afternoons. And don't forget also Reality Strikes on Monday night with Eric Brown. Check that young man out. And I want to thank you again, sir, for another great show here on Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix. And don't forget to click like, click share, let everybody know we still here, y'all. We having a good time doing it. And we appreciate everybody for coming in and checking us out on the Instagram side, on Instagram, on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. We got Slade, we got Ken, we got Marie Weston, and the Countess, Rena, and Kyra all joined the show on the Instagram side. We got Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, all those great channels. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today. We appreciate you. We're going to get out here. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Be safe. Get you some rest. Drink plenty of water. And stay safe, everybody.
Always remember, you'll have more people at your funeral than you will at your birthday party. You want to know why? Because everybody I love to see you on your back, but they hate to see you standing on your feet.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. We gonna talk about my funeral one day. I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna do my funeral.
Man, come on, man.
My funeral gonna be outrageous. I'm trying to tell you. My funeral gonna be a party of all ages. The ages of all. I'm trying to tell you. I'm saving money away for the party of our parties, the funeral of our funerals. They're gonna be talking about this one worldwide.
You gonna have a bunny lady there?
No,
You
no.
remember the
Yeah, the bunny. I remember the bunny on Fred Sanford.
That bunny girl.
It's the bunny. I remember that from Fred Sanford. I remember that. Oh, definitely.
He told my man, he said, have all you want, just leave some.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, everybody. Thank y'all for joining us again. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Be safe, everybody.